In today's new video, we're going to be flying the easyJet Airbus A319 from Newcastle down to the new SOFLY Bristol scenery on VATSIM. Thank you to all members for the continued support on the channel. Well everyone, welcome back to the simulator, to a new video. We do have another exciting flight for you today. Another exciting video. We're going to head back to the SOFLY Bristol scenery from Newcastle. Boarding and refueling has actually completed already. I'm just going to show you all the new flight plan on our way back to Bristol. Okay, we are Easy 6 Whiskey Romeo from Newcastle to Bristol on the Airbus A319. We've got a flight time slightly longer today of 53 minutes, cruising flight level 270. And then we have 150 passengers again. Departing runway 25, flight level 27 on the Gertie 3 X-ray departure. Got a step climb up to 29, and then we start our descent just after Carno. And arriving into Bristol, runway 27 on the Web 1 Bravo arrival. So let's start planning for the flight then. We've got two load sheets, we'll accept both of those. And we're going to head to the overhead panel then, switch on the fuel pumps, pop on the master switch, switch on the seatbelt sign since we've finished refueling, and start it up. Over on the init page then, we'll do init request, like so. And then we're going to do the IRS init, that is all good there. Wind, we'll do a wind request. And flight number is Easy 6 Whiskey Romeo. Cost index on this flight is 27. And then we're cruising flight level 270. Going to go to the flight plan page, Newcastle departure, runway 25, Gertie 3 X-ray departure. Insert that one there. Then we'll go to this page and send all that information to the MCDU. Departure perf, sync it all up, calculate and send this information to the MCDU. And as you can see, we have flaps 2 / up 0.4, 132, 132, 135, and a flex temp of 67. That is everything planned in the MCDU. APU is available. We're going to switch on the bleed and pop on the beacon light, and we'll get pushback and departure going pretty much straight away. We've got this set to TA, which is good, and then GSX should start pushing us back. Let's release the parking brakes released. Beacon lights on, bleed is on, all looking good. We're going to do ignition start, and we're going to start engine 1. We're only going to be doing a single engine taxi today. So engine 1 is now starting up. Looking good. Engine 1 successfully started.
We're now going to take you through the safety features of
Parking brakes set.
Please pay attention to the illuminated signs
And confirmed.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
is shown on the safety card.
Now I still think we need to pop that one on because engine 2 is off.
You know where your nearest exits
We'll leave on the APU. We're going to set flaps 2
you to an exit.
and 1, 2, 3, 4. Arm the ground spoilers and set max auto brake.
Push the metal end into the buckle until it clicks.
There's the flaps being
Loose
set.
end to adjust and unfasten by lifting the top of the buckle.
Full
It must
left.
be fastened when the seatbelt sign is on, and we suggest you keep it fastened
Full right.
whenever you're in your seat. If the air supply fails,
Full up.
masks
We are ready for taxi then. So, bit of engine 1 power.
There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. The crew can help you with life jackets.
Helmet engine 1. And we're going to switch off pack
Please
1.
look at the safety card in your seat pocket before takeoff. It contains important safety information specific to this aircraft, such as the brace position and operation of the exits. Please now close your seat table, put the armrest down,
There we go.
open the window blinds, and fasten
Right,
your
so the
seatbelt.
taxi out of
Thank you
Newcastle
for
then.
your attention.
We can take a left here. That's going to take us onto Delta. Then we're going to taxi all the way up Delta to runway 25. We're nearly at runway 25, so we're going to start up engine 2. There we go. Engine 2 is spinning up nicely. And by the time that starts up, we should be pretty much ready to rock and roll onto the runway. So we're going to set, everything needs to be set, which it is already. Landing lights on, strobe lights, takeoff lights, runway turn-off lights on as well. There we go. You can hear it starting up. Easy BJ. Cool, engine 2 is now available. So ignition start, switch back to normal. And now we're also going to switch off the APU bleed, switch pack 2 off, and we are ready to rock and roll out of here. Newcastle traffic, Easy 6 Whiskey Romeo, lining up runway 25, Newcastle traffic. Just thinking about all that lovely fuel that I saved up. Newcastle traffic, Easy 6 Whiskey Romeo, taking off runway 25, Newcastle traffic. Right, start the clock, bit of nose down pressure, 50%. Let's head back to Bristol. Stable, Manflex, SRS runway, auto thrust blue. V1, rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Looking good. Goodbye, Newcastle. Very nice smooth departure. So thrust climb, lower the nose. Just set altitude all the way up now to flight level 2 something. Flight level 27. AP1. Pack 1 on. Flaps 1. Pack 2 on, flaps up, ground spoilers disarmed, I think we'll go direct to Ribble, just to bring us slightly more off to the right. go, direct to Ribble. Flaps are up, so landing lights off. From return of flights, taxi lights off as well. And there we have it, guys. We're now on our way back down to the lovely Bristol, where we're going to hopefully get a nice smooth landing, fingers crossed. But yeah, we're going to check out Bristol Airport and what it's like to land there with the new scenery, see how it looks from afar. It does look really good from being quite high up. I've seen some videos of that already. So check out for ourselves. But anyway, I will leave it there. I'll catch you all closer to catch you all closer to Bristol, that's the one. And I'll catch you all soon. See you later, guys. Welcome back to the flight deck, everyone. As you can see, it's not the best of weather as we approach Bristol. A few red areas over there to the left of us. At the moment, we're kind of cloud surfing at flight level 270 with a few thick, heavy clouds around. Anyway, we're going to start planning for the arrival into the lovely Bristol. So let's have a look here. Runway 27 is the current active runway. I would like to do the ILS approach because of the visibility is not great either. I will do ILS 27 BRI1. So we'll come into Bristol and then go to BRI and then take a left-hand turn in this way, which looks good to me. We'll also just fly that whole approach. So then we can fly over the airport to see the scenery around it and then come into runway 27. On the charts, quick look at this. Once we get to weather, into flight level 160, so we're going to reduce the altitude to 160 and set that. And now we're going to start planning for the rest of the arrival into the MCDU. So ILS 27 on the Wev 1 Bravo, that one, via BRI, and it was BRI 1, and then return and insert. And then top of descent is just after Luxor. And now we're going to start planning for the rest of the information in the MCDU. QNH then at Bristol. 1001 is 14 degrees and 109/9 on the wind. So 1001, 14 degrees, 190/9 on the wind. And there we have it. And for the minimums, do Cat 1, 801 is the bar row. There we have it, everyone. That is everything then for planning for the arrival. I'll catch you all at top of descent and closer to Bristol. Bye bye. Welcome back to the flight deck. As you can see below us is Bristol Airport, just down below, right there. So we're going to fly over the airport and then come into runway 27. And then I was going to think maybe vacate here, but I don't think, I'll probably float it to about here, knowing me, and then probably won't be enough time. So we've got auto brake low. We'll probably come off the end of the runway and then head into one of these gates, probably on the other side this time, maybe over here, because we were here last time. So yeah, that is the plan. We're going to set flaps 1 as we can. There we go. Flaps 1 is now being set. No ATC, unfortunately, at the moment. There we go. Is the ground spoilers armed? No, we can arm the ground spoilers. Hopefully we'll get a bit more managed on the speed this time. We're now going to pop on the LS on both sides. I love how like nearly every UK airport regional has these kind of approaches. It's great. Right, so back on the approach again. So we're going to go gear down, flaps 3. Hopefully this time it doesn't mess it up. My thrust, that is. Fingers crossed. Flaps full. Keep it spinning all the way around to 270.
Speed, speed, speed.
And we've captured the localizer. Now we're back on track to where we should be. Now let's disconnect the autopilot so we can actually manually fly this aircraft without it having a meltdown. At least the throttle stayed where it should. I think I have to create a new throttle profile specifically for Airbus to disable it on the Thrustmaster side stick and to just use it on the Quadrant. Because yeah, it's just the whole inactivity thing kind of messes it up sometimes. Rare, but it does it. Right, let's see how the scenery looks landing into Bristol. And then see if I can actually make a good landing out of this. Fingers crossed. Bristol traffic, Easy 6 Whiskey Romeo on final, runway 27. Bristol traffic. Okay, drifting slightly low. Let's just lift up that nose a little bit. And then lower it down again. Nice. Now the wind is, well, the crosswind is getting not as strong.
500.
Which makes it easier.
Hundred above. Minimum.
Continue.
$50, $40, $30, $20. Retard. 10.
Touchdown. And reverses. Reverses green decel. And we don't need that much reverses. There we go, reverses stowed and manual braking. Oh, it's challenging to land into Bristol. Not a very good landings today. Both times. Especially with the slope. When it obviously is going up rather than down, it's not an easy landing at all. Okay, flaps up. Ground spoilers in. At least we managed to use the whole runway, so it looks like. And strobe lights off. Master switch on. very bumpy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been switched off.
Well, what do you think landing rate was? I'm going to say minus 300 something again. Both times in a row. Minus 280, slightly smoother, slightly smoother.
And don't leave anything behind in the seat pocket.
It's funny. Look, you can barely even see the runway when you get off of it at Bristol. It's crazy. 59 minutes altogether that took. Well, no, it's a really nice scenery. The grass looks good as well. Not often you get grass that looks good in MSFS 24, I've noticed recently, so done a good job there. Right, let's shut down engine 2. And we're going to put TA on and weather radar off, predicted wind shear off as well. And now we're going to choose a stand of choice. I'm thinking we'll go to one of the stand numbers maybe. Let's do terminal, let's do gate 3. I love their GSX profile, it's really good. Request follow me, no. DHL. The GSX profile is just really clear to understand. Good, we switch off pack, oh, not that one. Pack 2. Right, nearly at gate 3. We've got a lovely TUI aircraft in the terminal building, which is interesting. That's funny. Parking next to the one that's literally inside the terminal building. Okay, taxi lights off. This is gate 2 and we're going to the next gate on 3. APU is available, APU bleed on. And now let's slow it down and spin it in. Come on aircraft, don't stop, you can do it. So nearly there. Stop. Oh, just, oh there we go. There, perfect. Park and brake on, engine 1 cuts off. Pack 2 can come on. Seatbelt signs off, beacon light off. GSX has permission to go onto, there we go, and IRS is off as well. External power on, APU off, electric pump can also now come on. Well everyone, there we have it, a very nice warm welcome to Bristol. Hope you all enjoyed these, this video. It was a very nice 2-sector there and back. Once again, a big thank you to SOFLY for gifting me a copy of the Bristol scenery to show to you all. Have to say, very, very impressed with the scenery. It is like it's a fun airport to fly into and out of, and to have a scenery that actually, you know, kind of captures that brilliance of the runway and the texture in. It's a lot of fun, so yeah, I do recommend it. I think on their website it's about £13 if I'm correct, so if you want to pick it up, that's how much it would cost. But yeah, overall a really excellent scenery, and I hope you all enjoyed the 2 videos there and back. If you want to see what it was like, or what it's like inside the airport and the terminal, I did make a video where I kind of went around a little bit of the terminal and the airport itself and had a little look in and outside. Yeah, it's a very detailed, textured airport. Look at the aircraft through the window here, nice and fun. Yeah guys, I will catch you all in the next full flight video or live stream, and hope you have a lovely rest of your day or evening, and I'll catch you all in the next video. See you very shortly. Bye bye.